Hey, 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 it's cruise news time. This is your host, New York Dan. We're going to talk about the LaLidoLoca cruise channel. I'm doing something a little different in this video. I'll do Sarasota later. Yeah, you know what? This is right in my wheelhouse. I watched this on Tony's channel last night. I was watching. And I have to chime in on this. Yeah, I have to chime in. This guy, I've watched Tony for a while, LaLidoLoca. He does cruise news. Yeah. And this time, I don't believe it, but I think Tony is trying to scam, or was trying to scam Carnival Cruise Line. Yeah, can you believe that? Let's talk about it. Yeah, so here's what's going on. He goes on Carnival a lot. He says it's one of his favorite cruise lines, but he made a video last night saying he's going to take a break from Carnival. And I watched him a few days ago talking about he did a group cruise and he had Don on there. Don Tarrance, I think his name is, from Don's Family Vacations, another major YouTuber with the cruise industry, talking about cruises. Yeah, Don's an expert. He's from Canada. Tony's from Florida. Well, the two of them were on the cruise together, and Tony was talking about the casino on board the ship. Yeah, and he did this video a few days back where he said he was playing at the casino and he likes to play table games. He claimed to be on a roll with blackjack, I believe. That was his game. He had been waiting on a lot of cruises and he was looking forward to playing hard on this one. Yeah, unfortunately, he got onto a bad streak, a losing streak perhaps you would call it, and he went through the cash he had on board. That's what I think happened. He wanted to get money from his credit card. However, Carnival charges through their ATM system on the ship. You have to pay a fee. I believe Tony said it's 3%. I haven't actually figured that exact percentage out because when I go on the ship, I don't run into these kind of problems. Yeah, because I know about cruises. Now, Tony claims that he didn't know about this stuff and he plays dumb in it. But let's be real. If you're like an expert and you're doing cruise news on YouTube and you're talking about all this stuff, how come you don't even know? One of my friends that's big into cruising, he actually told me about this stuff. He's heard about it through Facebook groups and cruise channels. He knew about it. And he told me, he said, there's been a lot of talk in the news, cruise news, about Carnival cracking down on people that are trying to abuse the system. What they do is through the Carnival Players Club, when you're playing at the slots, they allow you to take money from your room cabin account, which is linked to your credit card. Right at the machine, you can type in, I want to play $300, whatever amount. You put it in the little keypad, the touch screen, and it will instantly put the money in your player's account right in that machine so you can do some gaming, right? They waive the fee, which is really nice of them. That's a Carnival Players Club perk. So my friend told me about this. He said some people are trying to take advantage of Carnival, and what they do is they put money in the machine like that, and they don't actually play it. No, they cash it out at the casino cage, the cashier. They go over there and they cash the money out of the account. Yeah, for those that don't know, it's all linked to your cabin key. That's like your onboard account. Whether you book an excursion, whether you buy a drink at the bar, if you don't have a drink package, it all charges to the same account. That account is linked to a credit card, which They withdraw it from your credit card, in other words. And then at the end of the cruise, they give you a grand total, and the whole amount's billed as one charge on your credit card. Yeah. Well, it's common knowledge that some people have been trying to take advantage of this. Yeah. What they've been doing is using the slot machine as an ATM. Yeah. I heard about this going all the way back a year ago. My friend told me. So what do I see? Tony, LaLidoLoca, our hero, who's supposed to know all this cruise news, he's made a video last week that he put money onto his onboard account. He took money out of it into the slot machine. He admitted he barely played the slot machine. He cashed the money out at the casino cage. He got cash out of it, basically, cash from his credit card. He then uses the excuse, oh, I wanted to play blackjack, so I took that money over to the blackjack table, and I played blackjack in the casino. Yeah, because he knew at the blackjack table, if you do the same thing with your credit card, they charge you a fee. Yeah. I believe it might be the same as the ATM fee. I heard it's 3%. So anyway, long story short, he did that successfully. And then the next day, his story was when he gamed with Don from Don's Family Vacation. Don wanted to play slots too, supposedly. They were at machines right next to each other. Tony did the same trick. He withdrew money from his onboard account, billed to his credit card, right into the slot machine. And he claims he spun it a couple times with Don, and then they moved to another machine. Then he claimed his account was locked. Yeah. Oh, this happened, I believe, 2 times. He went to the casino cashier and had to talk to a manager, and they warned him about this. I know what it was. Yeah, that's what happened after he claimed Don and him moved to another machine. His account was locked, so he went to see them. And the manager had to come over, and he told them, sir, your account's been locked because we detected you withdrawing money from a slot machine, then you cash it right out. Now, I think Tony is fibbing because I have experience on Carnival and at their casinos, and I think that when he played with Don at those slots, he claims they spun the machine once or twice, and then he went to another slot machine, and that's where he couldn't get the money. I think he's full of it. When you cash out of one slot machine, it automatically goes back in your casino bank, the balance. And then if you go to another slot machine, you can load it into that machine and continue playing. Yeah, I think Tony is making that up, that he went to another machine and he couldn't play because his thing was locked. No, I think he took the card again to the cashier and he tried to get cash from them, and that's when they said it's locked. Yeah, I can't believe he got sour over this. I can't believe what's going on with Tony. Yeah, because he made another video up that he just posted yesterday that was kind of spiteful. I'm going to talk about that. But first, I just want to say, I have a lot of experience with the gaming on Carnival. The slots earn you more points toward free cruises. Yeah. And believe it or not, Tony being a big-time YouTuber, I thought maybe he would get the cruises for free if he was like some kind of travel agent. Turns out, it sounds like he doesn't. The only way he gets them for free is through the casino department. Or maybe a discount. And I don't even know if they give him... I don't even know if he gets as good of offers as I get, to be honest with you guys. I think he might just get a discount because he plays table games and those don't earn you as many points. Yup. Anyway, long story short, when I played on the slots on Carnival's casinos, I've done exactly what Tony claimed to do with Don. I've cashed out on my room charge to my credit card. I've put money into the slot machine and I immediately cashed it out back into my casino bank. It's all electronic. Maybe I played 1 or 2 spins on the machine and I would cash it out. I did this all the time. You can then go to another slot machine, or if you want to go get some food or do something else on the cruise, you can leave with the money you just charged to your credit card in your casino bank. I've done this hundreds of times. You don't have to game at that machine a long time. You can do 1 spin. You can put the money right into your casino bank. It's electronic on your card. You can go back the next day or hours later at the casino, go to another slot machine and play that money. You can play another, if you want, do 1 spin on the machine and cash out and go over to another machine. You could go to 20 different machines. They're not going to lock your account. I guarantee you. I've done this all the time. The deal is, what I don't do is put that money in my casino bank and then try to bring it to the casino cashier, known as the cage, and say, hey, can you give me cash? I want to withdraw my money on my casino bank to cash. No, I don't do that. I bring my own cash for spending in port towns, and if I want to buy souvenirs, whatever I want to do in port, I bring the cash with me on the cruise. I don't use the casino as an ATM. And I know that's what Tony was doing. Yeah, don't tell me that you tried to play another machine and they locked your account. No, you didn't try to play another machine. You tried to cash out the money again. So now, what's the latest? Tony comes out with a video that's kind of spiteful, and he's saying, I'm not cruising Carnival anymore. I'm giving it a break. Yeah, he claims that he went with his wife on Princess, and it played in their casino, and he reiterated the story about how Carnival locked down his account, and he was pissed, and how he felt disrespected or whatever. Here, this is so comical. This is a cruise authority, a guy that's supposed to have all the expert news on cruising and know about all this stuff. He never heard that? You got to be kidding me. I heard this over a year ago, that you can't do that. So anyway, he's all bent out of shape at Carnival. So he's going on Princess, and he was touting in this video, the latest one, how they tell you exactly how many points you need for a free cruise. Oh, they put it right up there, so you're not guessing. You know how much you need to earn different things. Yeah, different levels. If you want free drinks, etc. It's by points, pointage. All right, get this. So Tony, he's acting like he prefers that, right? Princess's system? Yeah. Well, somehow he claims his wife earned enough points on Princess. It sounded like from 1 cruise that they would get a free cruise. Yeah. It was something like 9,000 points. All right. I don't believe this, and I don't buy it. I'm going to tell you why. To get that many points on Princess, or that level, it may have happened, but I can tell you what. I have a feeling his wife would have had to put around $15,000 through the machines on Princess to get those kind of points, at least, maybe 20 grand. Yeah, so unless she got lucky and won a jackpot and she put it back through the machines, I'm really not buying it, because the way Tony talked on Carnival, the numbers he was talking with blackjack that he played, it wasn't anything big. He was like, maybe I bring $1,000 with me. He's like, you don't want to bring all that on a cruise. You don't want to carry that around, $1,000 or $2,000. That's what he was talking. You don't get, on especially Princess, it's more expensive than Carnival. You're not getting a free cruise bringing $1,000 in your pocket to play in the casino. I'm not buying that. And that's one cruise. They base it on the points you earn on each cruise. So you have to earn a lot of points in a short amount of time. Yeah. He's got sour grapes and he's dumping on Carnival because he did something that he wasn't supposed to do. You believe this? Yeah, and now he's trying to play it up with Princess, with their program. Yeah. It's baloney. I'm calling BS. You have to spend a fortune to get a free cruise on Princess. I am sticking with Carnival myself because I'm going to tell you why. Their casino department is one of the most generous in the industry. And they look at your spending in general on the cruise, and they're very generous with casino pointage, with slot machine play. Yeah. If you earn a lot of points in their casinos, they don't tell you the exact amounts because I think they're more generous. Even if you don't earn a ridiculous amount of points, if you played in the casino a lot, they'll throw you a good deal. They'll throw you a free cruise. It might be an inside cabin, but they'll throw it at you if you're a gamer and you're playing on there. I think it's one of the best cruises in the industry. I've been on a lot of Carnival cruises myself. I'm going to try to put an end screen in this video. One of my subscribers said, you should put an end screen in your videos. Your videos just end off. I apologize. A lot of them I film just with my phone and I just like upload them right away. You have to put that on with your computer. Yeah, it's kind of strange. I don't think I can do it in on the phone yet on YouTube. I don't think they have that feature. But anyway, I'll link some of the Carnival cruises I've been on. I'll put in the end screen. And maybe some of my casino stuff. But the bottom line is, they got on Carnival one of the best casino programs, if not the best, in the cruise industry. Yeah, if you like to game and go on cruises, that's definitely your cruise line. Tony's just being, man, he's screwing himself over. Oh, he said he even had cruises booked. You tell me this isn't spiteful. He had cruises booked to get him enough points on Carnival. They were doing some deals where you get extra points. Their loyalty program is changing, and they even extended the deadline a little, I think in September, next September. So the new loyalty tiers are going to be harder to stay at because they count all the spending you do on the cruise. It's not just about how many days you cruised. But if you make it to Diamond before then, and that's tough to get, you're grandfathered in. That's for life. So Tony had a roadmap that he was going to get to Diamond on Carnival. And now he's so mad, he's so bent out of shape about it, that he canceled out those cruises that he had. He's pissed. Yeah, so he's screwing himself over. He's not going to get the Diamond. He's all mad about this. This is insane. Yeah, I couldn't help but notice what was going on. I watched his channel just by chance. I was flipping through my feed on YouTube, and I saw it come up. And then this last one took the cake, where he canceled his cruises on Carnival. He's going on Princess instead because he's been out of shape. Unbelievable, guys. I mean, they know they can't let people take advantage like that, because otherwise every tourist will be using the casino. You know, that people spread that rumor around on Facebook or whatever, or that info that you can use that as an ATM. Everyone be doing that. Yeah, they can't do that. Don't get mad at Carnival because they crack down on that. And they tell you At the blackjack table, you have to pay a fee if you want to use your credit card. Yeah. You know why? Because they got to do the table games, they have to pay employees a salary to man those tables. All those people you see, like the pit boss overseeing the gaming with the table games, he's got to go take your card and run it to get the money for you with the ATM. They got to bring the money back to you. You sign for it. Yeah, it's all work. They got more employees to pay to run the table games. That's why they charge you the 3% fee when you play at the table game. Yeah, no kidding, Sherlock. They have to pay people to man those. When we're playing at the slots, those are all electronic. You don't need employees working the slot machines. Only like one technician if there's a problem with the machine. That rarely happens. Yeah, then someone's got to walk over. But, you know, you got hundreds of people playing slots without having any employees having to do the game, run the game. So, of course, it's not going to be as lucrative at the tables. And they're not going to give out as many free points at the tables either, because of what I just said. Yeah. So I don't know why Tony thinks he can beat the blackjack or has better luck. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I played both tables and slots. I don't care whether you're in a regular land-based casino or whether you're on the cruise. The people that think they can get better odds playing tables, I think it's silliness. I don't think it really is any better. Like blackjack, for instance, any casino you go to, even Las Vegas, they put a booth. It has so many decks of cards in it. It's not like an old-fashioned blackjack in a Western saloon where there's like 2 decks of cards and you can like count what's coming out, how many kings are left, how many face cards. No, there's so many decks of cards. They got that thing. The odds are very slim. Yeah, they're not better than a machine, in my opinion. I don't care what you're playing. Craps, roulette. They all are factored in. Roulette, it's not 50-50. No. Roulette has greens on the wheel. There's 2 green spaces. You lose everything when the greens hit. The games they all have a factor, a house advantage, whether you play slots or table games. Yeah, and if you want to play table games where you want to interact with the dealer, it might be more fun. It's more sociable because you're sitting with other people, and a lot of times people are laughing or they're having a good time playing at the tables. Yeah. Well, you got to pay a little extra to get your cash advance if you're playing table games. And that's only fair because you got employees working there for you. Yeah. So, I don't know. I hope Tony comes to his senses, because if he doesn't get the diamond status, he's going to be bumped down. You have to keep spending a lot of money to keep your current status once the new reward system kicks in on Carnival. So that's like golden if you can get that diamond status before the new system kicks. Golden, baby, golden. They had to do that, man. I don't blame Carnival entirely. The problem is a lot of people have been going on Carnival with like free cabins through the casino, or even discounts where they get like an inside cabin, but they don't spend on anything. They don't buy shore excursions. They don't buy any extras. And then they're accumulating the same amount of points by the number of days of the cruise as somebody that goes on there and spends thousands of dollars extra on excursions, upcharge restaurants. Maybe they buy the drink package. Like, for instance, when I go, because I have a channel, premium Wi-Fi. That's like at least usually $200 or more. It's based on how many days the cruise is. But yeah, they got to crack down on it, because what was happening is everybody on there, like, they had so many people that were at platinum level, and they're getting perks. You get like some free laundry, you get like a free drink or 2 drinks with platinum. There's a whole list. You get discounts on buying like the internet maybe, or photos. So, oh, priority too, when they do like boarding or off the ship for a tender boat or excursion. Yeah, so what's happening is the platinum, it's like everybody and their brother got platinum. No, a whole crowd has it. So it's like making it like, what's the point for like early boarding or excursions and stuff? So they had to do something. There were too many people who were getting it for free. So they're changing the system around a bit. But yeah, Tony, forget about it. He has a piece of cake. He refused to eat it. All right, guys. Hey, hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan, with the cruise news. Yeah, and I tell it to you straight. That's the real deal there. Exactly. Also, you know what? I wrote in my notes here about Tony's sour grapes. He probably lost deposit money when he canceled out his cruises for Carnival. How crazy is that? Because, especially with the casino cruises, the deposit's non-refundable. I don't get this guy. I don't get him. It doesn't make sense. He was trying to scam them, and then he's got the sour grapes when they said, no, you can't do that. Anyway, guys, I hope everyone has a good day. I hope you're hanging in there with this winter weather. Yeah, maybe it's time for a cruise. Check my cruise videos out. I'll put them up here on the end screen. They'll probably be on the sides. This is your friend, New York Dan. We'll see if Tony says anything about this on his channel. He's probably going to just sweep it under the rug. Yeah, I don't know who that New York Dan guy is. Don't listen to him. Huh? All right, I'll see you guys later. Over and out.